A dream that is not understood remains a mere occurrence. Understood, it becomes a living experience. Thinking is difficult, that's why most people judge. I have always been impressed by the fact that there are a surprising number of individuals who never use their minds if they can avoid it, and an equal number who do use their minds, but in an amazingly stupid way. A special ability means a heavy expenditure of energy in a particular direction, with a consequent drain from some other side of life. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate. It oppresses. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. If a man knows more than others, he becomes lonely. Nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment and especially on their children than the unlived life of the parent. I shall not commit the fashionable stupidity of regarding everything I cannot explain as a fraud. To me, dreams are part of nature, which harbors no intention to deceive, but expresses something as best it can. I regret many follies which sprang from my obstinacy, but without that trait I would not have reached my goal. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Who looks outside, dreams; who looks inside, awakes. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The capacity for directed thinking I call intellect. The capacity for passive or undirected thinking I call intellectual intuition. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. A dream is a small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul, which opens up to that primeval cosmic night that was the soul, long before there was the conscious ego. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth. And if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. Your perception will become clear only when you can look into your soul. Loneliness does not come from having no people around, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. We may think that we fully control ourselves. However, a friend can easily reveal something about us that we have absolutely no idea about. Depression is like a woman in black. If she turns up, don't shoo her away. Invite her in, offer her a seat. Treat her like a guest and listen to what she wants to say. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. We should not pretend to understand the world only by the intellect. The judgment of the intellect is only part of the truth. Dreams are the guiding words of the soul. Why should I henceforth not love my dreams and not make their riddling images into objects of my daily consideration? By Carl Gustav Jung.